Hi, Libra Rising. Today we're talking about the full moon in Krittika that's happening on November 5th, 2020, November 15th, 2024. And we're going to be talking about what it means for your personal development and what it means for your brand strategies for the next 2 weeks from November 15th until November 30th. So we're going to go ahead and dig right in, get right into it. This full moon is going to be in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So I'm pretty sure the focus is going to be there. But what does Libra Rising need to know about their personal development and also their brand strategies from November 15th until November 30th? All right. Wow, we keep getting the 7 of forces that's coming up. 7 of forces keeps coming up. And then we have the 6 of forces for your brand strategy. Okay. So I had the 7 of forces reversed for Aries rising. Excuse me, for Aries rising, and I just did that. And so for you, it makes sense because you have Aries in your 7th house. So let's dig a little bit deeper. Let's dig a little bit deeper. I'm going to clarify. Please clarify, what does Aries rising need to know about their personal development? Please clarify this 7 of wands reversed. See what it means for Libra rising. Okay, what came out is the Miriam, sacred vision. Yeah. Okay, so choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. So this is how you're having to see relationships. Some of your relationships right now, you have a vision for your business, or you have a vision for yourself right now, and it's clear to you, but I feel like even though the vision is clear to you, you have been experiencing people trying to tell you that, people not really understanding your vision, not going with your vision. And it could be making you angry, so angry that you have lost focus of the vision. You want to make sure that you put your anger and your frustration and your pain into good use. Make sure you are transforming all that energy into energy that's going to help you bring your vision to life. Okay? I'm going to pull one more card. One more card for Libra Rising for personal development. Yeah, you want to look into, I know I talk about it a lot, but look into transformation. Not transformation, but transmutation. Look into transmutation when it comes to your emotions, whether it's sadness, whether it's anger, whatever they are, because it's going to be a mixture. The planets Mars and Moon will be in a yoga that could be very emotional. It could create a lot of emotional energy. So you want to make sure that they are, you're directing those energies to the right place. Don't waste any energy. Don't waste any of your energy. Don't waste any of your energy. Okay. So Mars represents anger, frustration, rage, sometimes jealousy, all that. That's Mars. Moon represents emotions, just emotions. So Mars is in the zodiac sign Cancer, that's ruled by the moon, and the full moon is going to be in the zodiac sign Aries, that's ruled by Mars. So it's just a lot of that emotion. If you know that your emotions could be going all over the place or could be kind of strong, and you don't have the ability to control them the way you, or manage them or point them in the right direction like you want to, this is going to be a big part of your personal development for the next 2 weeks. Make sure you're doing that. Stay focused. Don't let naysayers or insecurities or any of that take you off of your vision for yourself. It doesn't matter if it's clear to anyone else but yourself. They're always making some type of noise. Okay, compassion. Yes, compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others. Focus on the love and the light that is within everyone. So, what we don't want to happen is resentment to grow from this situation. It's not going to do you any good. It's not going to get you where you want to go. So, these two cards right here is they're telling you to forgive and focus. Don't judge other people. Nobody else has to agree with your vision. They don't have to agree. They might have said some things that hurt your feelings that you didn't like. You're bigger than those words. You're bigger than their thoughts. You're bigger than their ability to see where you're trying to go. And if this is partnerships, you might need to make lovingly release old partnerships, lovingly release old accountability partners, lovingly release any groups that you're in that aren't in alignment with where you're trying to go. Lovingly release. You don't want any resentment in here. Okay? So just remember that. Yeah, have compassion for them, have compassion for yourself, and just work on those emotions. Okay, that's your personal development. And now let's look at your brand strategies. What brand strategies do you need to what brand strategies do you need to use for your business from November 15th until November 30th? What brand strategies? Please clarify the Six of Wands. Now, see, I was talking about, I skipped to, this could be for partnerships with your career that you need to lovingly let them go, but it could also be in any type of relationship in your personal life. It doesn't have to be romantic. This is any type of relationship that is not serving the vision of where you want to go with your overall life. Okay? All right. So now I'm back to brand strategies. Brand strategies. What does Libra Rising need to know? Also, you have, this is another thing, stuff keeps coming out. You have Mercury, the planet Mercury, in Jishta, which is in Scorpio, in your second house of your voice. When Mercury is in Scorpio, or when Mercury is any sign is in Scorpio, Scorpio does things secretly. Okay. So you want to make sure moving forward that you are not telling people things about your vision for your life or for your brand strategy who don't need to hear it. You might need to just keep things under the surface, under wraps, kind of move silently and move in secret until your vision is rolling or has manifested. You don't need to tell everything to everyone, especially not for the next 2 weeks, especially while Mercury is still in Scorpio. That's another thing. Okay. All right. So now to this brand strategy. Okay. White eagle, ancestor spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Okay. This is your brand strategy. So this card connects me to K2, which is in your 12th house. And this 6 of Wands card, I'm going to pull one more card. Okay, please help me understand. Please help me understand the brand strategy for Libra Rising. Something else that came to mind while I was shuffling that card, please clarify, is that you have your first lord Venus in your 3rd house of Sagittarius. So Sagittarius does represent vision. It does represent vision. So you very much might be focused on vision, and you very much might want to communicate about it. But your communication about your vision could very seriously impact your relationships right now. So let's clarify some more. And see what this brand strategy can be. Mm-mm. All right, and there's a lot of transformation going on. There's a lot of transformation going on. So it's a lot of transformation going on. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So your brand strategy, let me look at something real quick. I haven't looked for the book. I haven't looked at the book, but I'm going to look at the book meaning of this 6 of Wands. This is the Akashic Tarot. Where is my book? Okay, let's see what the 6 of Wands means. Because I feel like with all this, you had the new moon. The last new moon was also in your 7th house in Ashwini. And now you have the new moon in your 7th house of business and relationships again. So there's a lot of transformation going on. And I do feel like your brand strategy is right now is to focus on restructuring it. You might need to take a good look at your brand strategies and see what changes need to be made. I feel like you might have made some choices with your brand or your business that are connected to beliefs that might not be fully what you believe right now, that might have something to do with the mindset of your ancestors. So, but now it's time to transform that and to be fully into what your beliefs are that you feel like you need for your brand. Okay, so let me look at the Six of Wands in this little book. In this little book. See what it means. The Akashic, which makes sense since we're talking about ancestors and maybe some mindsets that you had from past lives. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Six of Forces. I'm going to just read it out loud. It is upright. Okay, a towering waterfall roars down into a beautiful body of water. In the upright position, this card reminds you of your incredible personal power and supports you in opening up to the force within. Know that you are a dynamo in the universe. You have the ability to shape any situation in any way that honors you and moves your life forward. We're talking about your brand strategy, okay? The element of water is fluid like the waterfall. Your personal energy never stops. Your life force is never ending. It springs from your eternal past and roars into your limitless future. Extending into the farthest reaches of the universe, it is time of deep thought and even deeper emotions, as well as an expansion of psychic energy. Use this time to act on these and tap into your power that is overflowing. Whew. Okay, so there's a lot of, okay, so the Six of Wands reminding you to use your reminding you of who you were, could have been in the past, in past lives, who is kind of who you're trying to connect with now. And your ancestors are kind of trying to remind you of who you were in the past so you can manifest the change and transformation in your brand that you're trying to manifest right now. Okay, so in doing this, you're going to have compassion for yourself, which goes back to your personal development. And because you're also trying to remember who you were in past lives where you were successful, as successful as you want it to be. And you're also uprooting mindsets from ancestors from this life that are going against who the part of you that you're trying to manifest for this brand strategy. So it's more personal development, basically, that you're going to have to do for your brand strategy. So personal development for you right now is extremely important, Libra rising. So there's definitely, like I said, you're going to have to do a lot of reflecting. You might not be putting a lot into action. Do I want to say that you're not going to be putting a lot into action? You are going to be putting things into action, but you're going to need to use your emotions as kind of like a compass. You're going to need to use your emotions as a compass to help you uncover who you really are, aside from the relationships that you've been in, who you really are, and what you really, the type of brand that you really want to create. Your emotions will tell you and lead you and guide you. Not that you need to be controlled by them, but our emotions help us understand who we are. And so I feel like that the more that you tap into your emotions objectively and say, okay, well, why am I feeling depressed? Or why am I feeling angry? Why am I feeling sad? Why do I feel this way or that way? And then on top of that, getting down to the root of it with this card right here is getting to the root. And also, what am I going to do about it? Okay, what am I going to do about it? That's what's going to create the transformation. See the butterfly? if she wasn't upside down, the transformation that you need for your brand. Okay. So that is what I have for you, Libra Rising, for the next 2 weeks. If you have any questions, make sure you let me know in the comments. And until next time, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And remember that your brand is sacred.